Schmackamaga, people, it's Kiss Miércoles. And I'm going to talk about, as you see in the description, it says, this is, I have a problem, man. I got a beef with Kiss Destroyer. Now, before I get into my beefs, I do want to say, I love this album. But, you know, as far as like classic, you know, the four members of Kiss, the real members, Gene, Ace, Paul, and Peter, this will be my least favorite of the 70s, but it's still a great album. But I'm going to talk about my problems with it. And I got the idea today while at the post office. I was mailing something out. And I had in my pocket my iPod, you know. I can't live without music. Everywhere I go, I'm jamming. And it's on shuffle. And Detroit Rock City comes on. And, you know, I'm holding a package. It's a long line. I couldn't reach in my pocket and get to either fast forward or get to the next song. So I sat there and I'm listening to this again, this intro that lasts almost a minute and a half. Now, don't get me wrong, I've discussed this beef before, and there were some, not many, just a few people are like, I love that intro, and that's you, man, that's cool. You win, I lose, because I hate it. I want to listen to music. I don't want to hear sound effects. I don't want to hear a guy that's either working on his car or doing the dishes. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But it just drags on and on. It's almost a minute and a half before the song comes on, which is the best song on the album. So I gotta wait a minute and a half to hear it. That's why I like hearing Kiss Alive 2 or a double platinum version of this song, you know. But there's nothing wrong with the song when the song starts. That's beef number one. Beef number two. I have no beef with King of the Nighttime World. I absolutely love it. I mean, the only thing that bothers me pretty much about this whole album, there's a couple tracks, is that there's no Ace on here, man. And what Ace does, it kind of sounds like, you know, it's not Ace doing it, man. It's Bob Ezrin telling him how to do it. And that's how King of the Nighttime World is. But I don't have a problem with that solo. I do dig the solo a lot. But it's not an Ace solo. So that, you know, as far as like a band, Kiss, yeah, I have a problem with it not being Ace, but I'm willing to forgive that with King of the Nighttime World. Next, God of Thunder. Yes, I've seen a lot of complaints about the kids. The kids don't really bother me, but there is, I will talk about one of the things. What I like about the kids, and also, it's Bob Ezrin. Bob Ezrin's like, you know, what they call the camp counselor in this album. He had too much input. And, you know, just to show it, that kid is Bob Ezrin's son. But what I do like about it, you know, it sounds like, you know, kid going in a cave. And then by the end of the song, it sounds like it's been possessed by the God of Thunder because it's going. I like that a lot. But I would love to hear that song without the kid. I think it would sound awesome without the kid. Now, the guitar solo on here, that's Ace, man. That's kind of like Strange Ways Ace, doing the weird sound effect. So there, I think, is like the most Ace you hear on this album. Even though he did have something to do with Flaming Youth as far as writing it. But I love God of Thunder. I used to not like it as much as the Live 2 version, but now I do. I like the slowed down version. I have no problem with it. But I would love to hear a mix. Wish it would have been on Resurrected, where they, you know, just take out the kids and let's hear it raw. You can use those little sound effects through the songs. That would be cool. But no kids would have been a cool. I would love to hear a version without kids. Is there? Did somebody out there in the magic of the interwebs, you know how people take out stuff of songs, like isolated tracks and stuff like that? I would love to hear God of Thunder without the kids. If there's not one on the internet and you know how to do that stuff, you should do it, man. And post it and put a link in the comments below. All right, then it ends with Great Expectation. I really, really think this This song is just flat out horrible. I don't like nothing about it. It's too, I don't know, man. It's just, no, I do know. It's too sucky. It's just a sucky song to my ears. It's like, you know, and the whole Gene thing, you know, it's like the demon. You just did God of Thunder. Now you're, you know, you're singing like Peter Pan. You know, it's like, it doesn't match the persona at all. You know, I don't like Great Expectation at all. I mean, I think it's somewhat okay with those different lyrics. You see me playing and Paul and Ace, but that's not on here. It's another beef I have, and that's side one. Flip it over to side two. Yeah, I got a lot of problems with Flamin' Youth. I believe it's the only song that Ace had any credit on. And yeah, the solo is pretty Ace, but it also sounds like, you know, they're telling him how to play it. Starts so good. It's so bombastic, and I love, you know, my parents think I'm crazy, and my uniform is, it's so heavy and killer. But then, what really bothers me is those circus noises that come in, you know, it's like, it really, it just ruins the song for me. Huge beef I got on it. Next, Sweet Pain. Love this song. Love it. Really have no problem with it. Though, you know, listening to a resurrected version with Ace's solo. Oh, Ace didn't show up. Yes, he did. But he didn't show up again. He had a card game. But he was there to do a guitar solo. So the whole myth of Ace Frehley not being there for Sweet Pain is bullshit. You know, he was there. And he did a solo. And that solo, even though it's not mind-blowing or anyway, and what Dick Wagner did was fine, it still was a, you know, I thought it was an okay solo. It wasn't a bad solo. It wasn't like pure Ace, but that's my only complaint about Sweet Pain. It's like, why are you going to take out that solo? I mean, yeah, Dick Wagner does a great job, but at the same time, Ace, I don't think did it any worse. It's pretty much equal to me. I'm not saying Ace did it better either, but they should have kept it in. They should have kept it in. That's another beef. Next, Shout It Out Loud. Now, I love this song, but my beef with Shout It Out Loud is, why didn't this song end the album? Why Do You Love Me? And I gotta tell you, Do You Love Me, I like more than Shout Out Loud, but I don't like it more as a closing track. I think it would have been perfect to play that after Sweet Pain, or even after Beth, you know? But not, you know, it should have been the last song. Total beef. Then, Beth, boy, I have no problem with it. I love it. I actually love that resurrected version where the acoustic guitar is more higher in the mix. Peter hated it. I heard him talk about it. He hated it. But I love Beth. Maybe it's nostalgia or what have you, but I love it. I know a lot of you Kiss fans hate that song, you know, and but I don't. I think it's great. Then what I said before, Do You Love Me? Love the song. Actually, love it a lot. Just don't think it's a good ending. I don't think it's... Shout Out Loud should have been the ending. Rock and Roll All Night was the ending of Dressed to Kill, the studio album prior. And I think that's how it should have ended. And finally, Rock and Roll Party. What do they think they are? The Beatles? You know? With Sgt. Pepper. They ended Destroyer just as annoying as that ending of Sgt. Pepper, which I can't stand. You know, should have ended with the long piano note, you know, from, you know, which is now my favorite Beatles song, Day in a Life. But Rock and Roll Party is just, I mean, the one good thing I gotta say about it is, hey, at least I can turn the album off. You know, it's not wedged in the middle of the album or in the beginning of the album with, you know, the guy doing his dishes while fixing the motor of his car, whatever the hell he's doing. And that's it, you know. I'm not going to talk any more about it because this is what is this? The 45th anniversary that has bonus stuff. And I actually do prefer the resurrected version, which I have. I didn't pull it out, but you know, I have it. And I did do a review of it on here, which proves I have it because I hold it up in the review. But that's it. You know, I mean, I'm making this video because this is the first time in a long time that I had to do a Kiss Wednesday video that wasn't a donation. Because you guys, there's a lot of you that love Kiss so much that, you know, so I'm always, you know, that's something I got to tell you guys. I mean, at the moment, as I'm recording this, I have no Kiss donations. So maybe next week, I'll think of something else to put up unless somebody donates. You know, I think, we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm recording this. Actually, I do have 2 Kiss donations coming up. So this is going to be up 3 weeks from when I do this. So yeah, chances are by the time it's time for me to put this video up, somebody's already going to donate. So I'll keep it on the back burner because whoever donates, you go first, you know, after this. But that 1 week when there's no Kiss donations like this week, because I already put 2 up for the future, I'll put this video up. And I'll think of other stuff to, you know, I mean, how long has it been that you haven't had a Kiss Wednesday? Years. Years. I think I may have, I don't think so, but maybe 1 since I started this Kiss Wednesday thing. Maybe 1, you know? And I'm talking about pre-donations. I always came up with stuff to talk about Kiss on Wednesdays, but now, because of my awesome, amazing subscribers that I love long time, I haven't had to, you know, think up stuff. You all do it for me, and I thank you. So, that's my beef with Kiss Destroyer. You know, and I think it would be my only beef with any of the Kiss albums in the 70s, excluding Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Peter Criss solo albums. There's nothing wrong with the Ace album. I put the Ace album over this one, and any Kiss album that has the Kiss logo on it. That's me. Yeah, even Kiss Alive, though Kiss Alive does go very, very close to Ace Frehley solo album, and then Rock and Roll Over. But that's it. So I want to thank you all for watching. I love all you subscribers, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe so I can love you. And if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And if you donate now for something Kiss, it'll be up next week for sure. Because when I put this up, it means I'm out of Kiss. No, actually, let me not say for sure. Because maybe somebody will donate before you. But it will be up in order as I put it up. And now I'm going to shut the hell up. So thank you for watching, everybody. And stay frosty and listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em, my God. Fuck.